Hey, we're live again. This is the second time on Wednesday we're going live. We had a great session this morning, just over 2 hours. That went really well, I thought. I've eaten, walked around a bit, otherwise you just sat and you just sat down and you're gonna put on weight, innit? You don't want to do that. So I'm just cracking on now with some other work, and I'm back here for a chat if anyone wants to join in. You do not need to join in. Do you get what I mean? You know, you don't get any major benefits to joining in, but if you want to chat to me about anything whatsoever, you can do. I've done some videos uploaded. I'm now just going to work on some strategy for a solution for a website I'm just working on. And I'm going to also just move over my Facebook messages to this screen and just again start working up. Let me get this right. There we go. Yeah, just working up some solutions and then investigating how can we get more out of Elementor and stuff like that, because I love doing that. I always love to find new ways of doing stuff. I hope you're all okay. If you can hear any music coming through the headphones, do let me know. I've got trance music playing, by the way. How's it going, George? How's it going, this website you're working on? Is it going well? I hope it's going well. I hope you're winning. That's the key thing, right? I hope you're winning. Watch out, I'm going to throw this over the camera. There we go. Down here is just my floor. There's no bin. I just throw stuff. And then at the end of the day, I pick it all up and throw it in the bin. I just fling it. I ain't got time to stick it in the bin. I'm a thinking man. I don't have time for a bin. Who has a bin? Lots of people do, but not me. Right, just let some people know that I'm live, because I think it's always helpful if I let people know that I'm live. I'm live on YouTube. Working, and it's always difficult to do a live chat and type. Did you know that? Because like trying to you're trying to focus on your words, and then you start speaking and you type the words you're speaking and go, oh no, I don't want to say that. You got to hit delete. Elementor and WordPress. So we are live, people. Send. Post. Cool. That was posted. If you want to put any comments, just give me a second. I've just got to quickly send a couple of messages, and I will then crack on and see what you're all saying or not. Are you doing it in Elementor, George? I can't remember. Did you say it was Divi or Elementor you were using? Was it Divi? Was it Elementor you're working on? Which page builder you're using today? Divi. Oh, that's very nice of you. We've done some of those for charities as well. I think it's really good. And if you can say to the charity, are they happy for you to mention in your LinkedIn in your Facebook and your Instagram post that you built this website for free for them out of the goodness of your heart. That's really good. And if they could also put on their LinkedIn a link back to your website, back to you, a review for you as well. This is all really, really good stuff, though. Doesn't matter where you're based. Doesn't matter where you're based, you know, as long as you got a link to your website and all of that, that would be really, really good. You know, people like to hear about when you do things for free for charities. Of course, um, because people like to hear that, but you got to be careful that you don't end up doing pro bono for life. If you start doing pro bono for life, you're gonna regret it, won't you? Hold on, I just realized my lighting's a bit off here. I think that's better. Is the lighting better now? Yeah, that's better. I got the purple shade on my face there. Amazing, isn't it? How much difference that purple shade makes. I keep doing this to show people, but look, it's bland, right? And then the lighting, amazing. Oh, now I understand what this guy's problem is. So someone's been sending me messages, and I think they're struggling. So could use the code in my video for the title. Just oh dear. Right, okay, so phone call, well, meeting in 2 hours time. So I'm only going to be live for the next 2 hours. Unless I need to go on a toilet break or the phone goes or something and I need to cut you all off, okay? But I will be here for 2 hours. Just working on solutions. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. When you build up a relationship with someone who's going to keep coming back to you, brilliant. And that is what you want. The kind of client you hope you're still talking to in 10 years' time. They're the kind of people you really want to be chatting to. Because they're nice. They're lovely. They're the kind of people you want to have. Dun, 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 do, 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 do. My stream has helped you design 8 pages. Do you mean my video channel, or do you actually mean the live stream? Because I feel like I waste time. I feel like I'm interrupting your work when I talk. But if you're getting things done, then that's good. If it inspires you to progress and power on, that's all that matters, right? That's what matters. I'm glad, mate. Do you know what? I know what it's like. You know when you're working and you're just kind of and you're on your own and there's no one around. Sometimes you can lose focus and you start surfing the web, or you're just working on a website, and having just another voice in the background can help you. It's quite amazing. It's a weird feeling, but it's also equally amazing. Can't explain it. You know, it's just a weird thing, isn't it? Absolutely. Like-minded people. Absolutely, mate. So let me now. I'm just trying to see how can I. I don't think I can go live, can I, on TikTok? Can I do YouTube and TikTok at the same time? I don't think I can. Which I think is annoying. I think that is annoying. Yo, 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 yo. How'd you go live on TikTok? On laptop. Can you do that? I don't think you can. Do, do, do. I'm not alone, you don't know. No, 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 I'm not gone. Din, 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 do, 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 do. I'm not seeing you. That's annoying. I don't think I can go live via TikTok. That is annoying. That's a pity, that is, isn't it? Oh, okay. Let's try Instagram then. I think I have an Instagram account. I have a TikTok account. I don't use the TikTok much. But if I've gone live, I can't go live. How silly is that? I cannot go live. That is silly. Who cares? Well, I care. I care. I actually do care. I want it to go live. I need to do a bit more research into this. How do you go live on Instagram and TikTok with your computer so you don't need to use your phone? I don't like to use streaming software like StreamYard or Streamlabs or whatever you want to call them because you know what? They drop the quality. They drop the quality of the broadcast, which is so annoying. Has anyone used Streamlabs or anything like that? When you do it, even OBS, you go to LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, all these places, the quality goes down to like 480, 720p, whatever. It's so rubbish. In this day and age, it shouldn't be this bad. Shouldn't be that bad. I mean, I'm just going to be working away here, but if anyone's got any questions, just ask. Elementor Facebook, not Facebook, Elementor WordPress. Ask. I might not have the answer, but I might be able to help or not. Because I'm really silly and I don't know anything. What have you achieved today? What are you working on, people? What have you achieved today? Have you achieved anything? You'd be surprised. You might think you're not achieved something, but believe me, I bet you have. You have by being here. By being here right now, you've achieved something. I'm recording a video tomorrow on how to get clients, and I'll be sharing that on Friday. Friday? Yeah, I'll be sharing it on Friday. I'm making notes down here, by the way. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm making notes. You're tuning in to Imran FM. Please drive safely and keep your eyes on the road. Do not move your mouse too quickly. Study the screen and make sure you click accordingly. And remember, always test on a mobile as well. Hey Eric, how you doing? I'm just planning out the steps for a video I'll be recording. I know what I'm doing, but I just want to reorder the steps I'm doing for a video tomorrow about clients. How to kill clients. No, Get, not kill. I must remember, we are not killing any clients. We love clients. No, I'm doing good, Eric. I'm doing good. I've been working on recording, editing, uploading 2 videos, working on someone's website, helping 2 people out with their problems, working out what I'm doing tomorrow, and then I'm just going to work on a hero banner section, planning that out, and anything else I feel like I can add to my list of potential videos to record. Kevin, any must-have plugins I always use. So, yeah, okay. So the must-have plugins, obviously, I'll list them down. I'll say them. So, Elementor Pro, right? Rank Math, yep. Autoptimize and WP Fastest Cache, right? Which sounds a bit like weird. Why do I need both of them? They do different things. Elementor Pro, Rank Math, Autoptimize, WP Fastest Cache, Asset Cleanup. Sometimes, if I need to just stop some plugins from running on a page for the page speed score, duplicate that. Is it duplicate this or duplicate that? I think it's duplicate that by MD Singh. Brilliant plugin for duplicating pages. That is 7. And that's it. I use bulkresizePhotos.com. It's a website to compress and convert my images to WebP. That's not a plugin. Yeah, and that's it. That is it. If I'm doing a blog website, I don't need anything more. I can just use those. If I'm doing a Woocommerce, then you have Woocommerce. You might have the Woocommerce payments plugin, which comes as well. So you can do PayPal. And then I might have Themify for filtering on Woocommerce. So a Woocommerce store might have 10. I'll definitely have asset cleanup as well at that point. I think I included asset cleanup's there. So that's 10. Very rarely do I ever have a website go over 7 or 10 plugins. If I'm having membership as well, then you will have paid membership pro. I might have hide the admin bar when you remember. And I might also have there's a WooCommerce plugin, I can't remember the name, which means you cannot see a page until you've paid a WooCommerce product. Once you've bought a product, you can then view certain pages. That's 13. 7 for normal, 10 for WooCommerce, 13 to 14 if it's a little bit more. If I have a hotel website, I use the plugin Hotelier, which is quite good, or WP booking system. So you might go up again, depends whether you have WooCommerce. But when I see people that have 40 plugins, 30 plugins, I look at them and go, what have you got there? You got stuff doing the same thing as something else. Why do you need those plugins? And often they have no other reason except, oh, I thought it would be good. You got Elementor Pro. Why do you need a header footer plugin? You've got Elementor Pro, right? So it's all about what are you trying to achieve and keep the plugins down. Yeah, I would. Are you running an up-to-date Safari and up-to-date Chrome? You know, because Safari's now what? iOS 15.2, Chrome, whatever it is. So is the massage therapist going to take money for the appointments, or is it just an appointment booking system? Are they going to take money, or is it just an appointment booking system? Right. If it's just an appointment booking system, right? Look at this. See this built with this is free, by the way. This is a free plugin. Appointment hour booking system plugin. Free. Right. Have a look at that. It's a very basic website. All they wanted it in a very, very basic way, okay, and how they wanted it to look and all of that palaver, okay. However, look at the website, okay. And the great thing about this is that when you book a service, it adds a buffer of like 15 or 20 minutes before and after the appointment. So if someone books an appointment at 12 o'clock, it buffers the 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after. So it's very clever like that. But that's free. That one is free, all right? Free of charge for you. Okay. It's free of charge for you to do whatever you want with it. It's quite easy to set up as well. If you pay £5 a month, you can have it built in with a payment option. But if it's just booking, that does it. That will do it. I'm glad that helps out. I mean, like I said, it's a very basic website. So anyone who looks at that and goes, oh, that's not amazing. It was very basic and a very low budget website. All right. She didn't have a lot of money. So we did something to help her out, but it was very like that website took us like a day. We just spent a day on it, quickly knocked it up, did the appointment system, and that was it. Amelia, yeah, if they've got the money, Amelia is definitely one we recommend. Yeah. Amelia is a good one. The only trouble is Amelia's really good when you want that payment system as well, or you have multiple staff. So you're going to have like a different calendar for different staff members or venues. The only thing about Amelia is it costs a lot, and I really wish they would like drop their costs. Because if they drop their costs, I'd be using it all the time for loads of stuff. But it's a very expensive plugin. Just writing notes here. What is this? What is up with people today? Okay. Dun, 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 doo, 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 doo. It's actually a quiet live session today, isn't it? We've got some people come in and out, but it's quieter than normal. Maybe because I've already done one in the morning. I don't know if having two, doing one after I've eaten and all that is a bit overkill as well, a little bit. I'll keep doing them. Cool. That's my strategy done for tomorrow. That's my strategy for tomorrow. With the video recording tomorrow, so I can put that there. Just put that there so I don't forget it. Cool. That's my strategy for video tomorrow. Yeah, it's state of mind, positive optimism. Don't take crap. Don't get walked over. Don't let clients or people, anyone, walk over you or make you feel you're not good at what you do. But it's also about, believing in what you do. How many screens do I have? So when I'm up here in this recording studio, or this room where I record, I have my MacBook Air here. And over here, I have a 23-inch monitor here. Downstairs, when I'm working in my normal office, I have my MacBook, which I take back downstairs. And then over here, I will have a 49-inch ultra-wide screen. So it's 49 inches. It's pretty big. Ultra-wide screen. So when I'm working, I'll have stuff on my MacBook down here. And then over here, it's literally like having 4 big screens. I mean, that's how good it is. Right, it is literally like having 4 big screens there. Not 4 big screens, sorry, 4 standard screens, but 2 big screens. But it's super good. I mean, on that big screen, I can have like my social media over here, website I'm working on, a preview of the homepage, whatever, so I can keep testing. Page speed insights over here. I got my emails on my MacBook, and I can have something else here, so I can have like 7 windows open. It is so brilliant for productivity because you're not jumping between tabs. Because when you get Facebook messages or YouTube messages or emails or whatever, it's so good productivity wise, really good. Up here it is smaller, so I have more tabs and not tabs. I have not windows, tabs. Yeah, 49-inch, 7 windows, awesome. It was worth the money to invest in that because I saw my productivity rate just go. Psh. I used to use Surface Pro a lot for everything. But then when I started doing recordings for YouTube and videos, the Surface Pro made a humming noise. I had a Surface Pro 4, so it's quite old, but 4. But it made a humming noise, kind of thing. Most laptops do. And I used to have the big Mac like before that, and then I switched back to Windows. And then when I heard about the M1 chip, I got this MacBook last year, June 2021. I got this 16 gigabytes RAM MacBook Air. Look, can you hear it? Can you hear that? There's no hum noise, is there? There's nothing. You might hear a bit of noise maybe from the room or whatever, but that's just a room, whatever. But that's yeah. I mean, I always used to I used to use Windows machines all the time, whatever, HP, Dell, whatever. In 2009, I switched to Apple, the big iMac, because I love my iPhones and all of that, stuff like that. And it was wicked because I used to do a lot of Photoshop, digital painting, art. Wicked, loved it. And then when I moved house over here, I got rid of it and I went to the Surface Pro. The reason I went to the Surface Pro because I like to do a lot of drawing, and the Surface Pro is wicked for drawing. But lately, up until last year, I realized I was doing less and less drawing and doing more web design and stuff. So because I don't need to do the drawing so much, a silent machine is what I needed. And it makes a difference. The amount of people I have seen, you can tell they're recording on a laptop and you can hear the fan. You can hear that. Even with noise reduction, you can still hear it. And that's annoying. All right, 3D rendering. Yeah. I think Windows is better. It's so annoying, isn't it? Why is it that Windows machines are still annoyingly fan? And I mean, the Surface Pro, I used to have an iPad Pro and I got rid of it. The iPad Pro and the pencil is good, but the Surface Pro and their pen is so precise. iPads, Apple pencils, they're not perfect, I find. They're not perfect. It's all good. It is all good. Wow, £3 an hour. So how long does it take to do the printing? Hey, Umberto, how you doing? So if it's £3 an hour, how long does it take to print? Like average the stuff you do then. How long does it take to print, Eric? 1 hour, 2 hours? 10 hours? 5 days? Forget that. If it's 5 days, might as well carve it out of wood. That's what I would do. Was on a meetup in Germany about the Flexbox. I'm just waiting for the final version to be out, Humberto, because I just like I'm just waiting for the final version just so I can play with it a lot more and really test it out and really just show off how to use it basically for people to understand better. Just waiting for that final version. £20 minutes to render. That's not bad, you know. £3 an hour. You know, 20 minutes, especially if you're doing 3 things you want to print. That's a really good price. That's really good. When you think about it, £3 an hour. Does that mean you could get 3 things done if they only took, say, roughly 20 minutes? Ah, right. It's the rendering. Okay, yeah. Hey, Jason. I'm back. Well, I've been back for 46 minutes now. Ah, architecture. That's good to hear, Eric. Yeah, I'm excited, Humberto, to really just have a real good look at it, really play with it, really get a brilliant understanding of it. Um, the Go Geek is the big one, isn't it, Dave? Is the Go Geek the big one? Because I think it's Grow Big is the middle one. Go Geek is the big one. On the Grow Big, we've got about 20. I know this. I think we've got about 25 websites. Only 6 or 7 of them are WooCommerce. The rest are just standard, normal, basic sites, but about 25. So on the Go Geek, you might get 40 to 50. When it gets full, usually though, what happens is when you think about it during a year, do you think you're going to get 40 to 50 websites? Number one. Number two, normally after a year, you'll have some businesses that fail, they shut down, they go elsewhere, they do what they want. So you might have some capacity come available again. But we have 2 Grow Big servers. And on one of the servers, we've got, I think, 18 websites, and another one, we've only got about 8 or 9. 8 or 9. Yeah, I think it's 9, maybe. And that's because that one was getting quite full up. So we quickly started another one because we had a big client on there. And then some people's businesses shut down or whatever. So we've got 2. To be honest, though, we don't like to do hosting anymore. We advise people where to go and what to do, but I think it's become such a headache maintaining hosting. We prefer just a maintenance package, but we don't manage their emails or their hosting now because it becomes a pain. Yeah, I think so, Humberto. I think the Flex container, I think it just means that we can be more flexible in our layouts and how we do things. Oh man, 20i are good. I hear a lot of good things about 20i hosting. I hear a lot of good stuff. I've heard their customer service is really good as well. Never experienced it, but I've heard it's good. What I will say though is that um, I advise my clients that if I notice they're not compressing images, they will have to pay more, and we might have to penalize them and remove the hosting and tell them to go elsewhere. So if we notice they're doing uncompressed images, like one person was sticking 20 megabyte sized images, 20 megabytes per image, and we were like, whoa, stop that now, because it was super quality whatever size image. And I went, your image is only that big on the website, what do you need that for? They're like, oh, because I want to maintain the quality. I went, I don't think anyone cares about the quality when the image is that big. So sort it out. So we scaled it. And even after scaling it to the size, it was still like 5 megabytes. We're like, compress it, WebP it, sort it out. I'm just going to quickly go check on my cat, okay? Because I just need to quickly feed her. I will be back. Do not run away. I will be back in 2 minutes. Don't run away, people. Okay, I'm back. Cat's okay. The cat is fine. The cat is fine. The cat is still there. But the cat came back before he was a goner. I'm not a specialist on breakpoints. 1735. That's quite big. That's quite a big breakpoint, I have to say. 1735. That's quite big. The cat's outside. Cat's down there, outside the room, sleeping in their room. Actually didn't even want to be fed. I was like, all right, fine, I'll let you sleep for a bit. Otherwise, they'll come up to the door and they start scratching on the door, knocking on the door. Cats are so clever. So, question from Shivam. Should we charge client based on hourly rate or project based as a newbie? It depends. It depends. So, the way I sometimes work it out is if I know a job is going to... So, if a client wants me to do something, right, and I know it's only going to take 1 or 2 hours, I charge them the hourly rate. If they want a website built and I know that website's going to take me 5 days, and I'm going to spend this amount of hours on it, then that's how I price up the website. So I won't say it's based on an hourly rate. I might go, right, okay, it's going to be X amount. If we get the website done in 4 days because they are responsive, they answer my questions, they sign off, etc., then there might be a cheaper price. then I might say, look, if we go over the time and it's because you've delayed sign off or you've delayed getting me stuff or whatever, or you've gone on holiday, then there is a separate, then there's an ongoing price afterwards. So I would say it all depends. Hey, Dave. Yeah, I'm having a good day. Had a live this morning and got one now. Doing another live now. But the cat came back. The party was gone. The cat came back. That plant in the background is making me anxious. Which plant's that? Looks like it's wanting to fall off the shelf. Do you mean this one? Do you mean this shelf? This plant? This one? It's fake. It's not even real. Look. It's fake. It's fake. No website reviews today, 1066. I've got your link and I am going to do your website review, but it won't be until Friday because I've already done quite a few and I've got other stuff to do, but it won't be till Friday. It will get done. Just got to hang tight on that one, okay? Just wait. Yeah, we do base prices, Jason. Basic website that we can get out in a day, £500. £500 base price. If it's so using a template and whatever, if it's customized, right, base price is £920. 920, that's our base price. After that, it then goes up depending on Woocommerce, appointments, hotel, all of that stuff. The other plant. Which plant are you referring to? Oh, you mean this one? Do you mean this one? This is fake as well. It's fake. It's all fake. It's not real. It's not real. Look, whoop. It's not real. Speed optimization. If I charge an hourly rate, but you're roughly looking at about 360 to 480. You're looking at 360 to 480. If it's a full day worth of work, then the cost might go up to 720, but you're looking at 360 to 480. I'm just going to go do something, guys. Look, if you guys want to drop off, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm leaving this live, but I will be back in about 4 to 5 minutes, okay? Just want to go quickly sort something out. Just remember, I've got to give someone a phone call, but I don't want to break the call. I will be back in 4 to 5 minutes, okay? I'm just going to put here back at 3:50 p.m. All right, I just need to quickly just give someone a call. All right, but I'm not breaking the live chat. So hang fire. Do something. It's a virtual plant. That is right. Nothing is real in this world. Whoa, sorry everyone. I just remembered I had to make a phone call and it was getting close to 4 o'clock. It's a call to the bank. And I forgot to. I didn't want to leave it till tomorrow. Comment I want to make though about pricing, because we obviously mentioned here a few times, is that it is easy for a client or someone to say, "Hey, I'm struggling. You know, I've lost my work, or my job, or I've already paid someone for a website and they ripped me off or did a bad job, or I haven't got a lot of money." You know, loads of people call me bro. Hey, bro, can you help me out? Hey, bro, you know, do me a favor. I have to be honest. I don't care. I don't care if you've lost your job. I don't care if you've got problems. I've got problems too, right? I'm not rolling in money either. I have to make an income. And if I start doing things for free, people take that for granted. Once you do one thing for free or at low cost, your mind will start to always do that. So if I say to someone, our rate for the SEO is 360, 480, depending on the amount of work, okay, or a full day, and they say to me, I can only afford £100. I kind of go, great. Here's a video. Go watch the video. Good luck. I wish you all the best. Because if you drop your price, if I drop my price to £100 to help someone out because they really need help, the next time someone else comes and says they need help, I might go, oh, well, I did it for one. I might as well do it for the other. Oh, I did it for them. I might as well do it for them too. And then you end up always doing work for a low cost. I've had people whereby I've said to them the cost of their website is, say, 1,300, whatever, right? And they go, but we can only afford 700. I could do it for 700, but I'm like, no. When I first started off, we were dropping our prices loads because people needed a discount. And for a good period, 4 or 5 months, we were doing shitloads of work for low price. And you get into the mindset, you get stuck into this rhythm. Oh yeah, we'll do it for that. We'll do it for that. And then we were like, no, we're going back to we deserve what we are asking for. We know that's a good rate. And if people can't afford that, fine. The amount of people that have said to us, okay, fine, you're too expensive, and they go elsewhere, right? And they get it done cheaper. And guess what? The amount of them that come back to us 6 months later, can you please sort our website out? Because what we got wasn't good. And I went, well, you got what you paid for, right? So you got to think about, you know, a car is a car. 4 wheels engine, a car is a car. But depending what you pay defines the type of car and what you get. And when people come back to us and they say, but I've already paid £200 and it was really bad. Can you offer me a discount? Why should I offer you a discount? That £200 you paid was not to me, it was to them. So go to them and get your money back. That's not my problem. You want to work with us? This is what our rate is and this is what we're doing. Stick to your price and do not go down. Once you go down, your mind will start to always do that. Exactly. The point Dave makes there is we undervalue ourselves. Sometimes we haven't won any work for 2-3 weeks, and then someone comes in and says, oh, I'll give you less money. We take it. And what I say is don't. So I make very clear to people that, look, if you really want a £300 website, here's what you're going to get. I will check your WordPress settings. I'll make sure your Elementor settings are right. I'll install or optimize and do the settings there. I will install your theme and template, and I'll put your logo in and a few words. And after that, you're on your own. I am not going to spend more than 3 or 4 hours on your website. Okay. And they'll say, yeah, but I expect more. But I spin it around. I've had lawyers come to me, right? And they want a website. And I tell them the price, and they go, I ain't paying that. I can get it done cheaper. I spin it. I say to them, how much do you charge when someone wants to talk to you about a divorce? So I said, someone calls you up and wants to talk to you, a meeting. They go, we charge £90 an hour. before they've started the work. £90 an hour just to talk to you. So hold on a second. You think that charging someone £90 an hour for a meeting is okay because you're skilled, but I'm not allowed to charge you X amount for a week's work, which actually works out less than your £90 an hour. And they never have an answer for that, but I spin it around. I say to them, what would you, if someone, like some of them say we want a 2-hour meeting, I go, right, you're going to have to pay a consultation fee then. It's separate to the web job because that is using our time. They go, I don't want to pay you for 2 hours meeting. Do it for free. I go, right, so let's say you're an architect and someone wanted 2 hours of your time. You giving it for free or are you charging? They're always charging, right? Exactly. And if you start to say to them, and if you make out to your clients that, look, I always say to I use a bit of strategy. So I tell them the price and I then say to them, look, if the price is too high, don't worry. You are not obligated to work with me. You don't need to work with me. There are loads of other places you could go and get a job done. I could even refer you on to someone that might be cheaper. They probably won't do the same level as work as me. I am not responsible for their work, but if you want it cheaper, I can send them there. But this is our price. People work with us. You've seen our reviews. You know what we're about. You've spoken to us, but no obligation. So please don't feel you've got to sign up because the last thing we want is for you to feel like you have to take this. No, you have the right to choose what you want. So I'm empowering you to make that decision. You can either work with us or you can go cheaper or whatever. Okay? You can do whatever. I've triggered you. Oh my God. What's happened, George? Are you okay? I'm really worried now. I've triggered you. You've exploded. What's happened? You've imploded or something. Are you all right? I hope you're okay. So Shivam, when you make a website, does it include space optimization, SEO? No, they're add-ons. They are add-ons. So you have your website. You might have Woocommerce or a blog or a booking system. And then I'll say to them, right, do you want the speed optimization done as well? There'll be a bit extra for that. Do you want your SEO? There'll be a bit extra for that. So we lay it out. We are laying out what they get. Okay? Because you should know in your head, how long does it take for you to build a 5-page website? Obviously, the logo, the content, knowing how it's going to look, the wireframe, all of that. How long is it going to take? How much time you're actually spending doing work? WooCommerce, a bit more added on there. It's like we even say to WooCommerce, right? We will do your first free products as part of the cost, right? So we can set up the shop, the single product template, all of that, right? If they want us to do more products because they don't want to do it themselves, we record a video for them. We tell them what to do and they don't want to do it themselves. We then charge £20, £30 per product because it might take us half an hour or whatever to do it. They don't like that, but I have to be honest, I don't care. I'm telling you what it is. You don't like it, you can do it yourself. Or if you want us to do it, you got to pay for it. Because they have to understand, right, that I've had customers that had like 200 products and they want it all done for a low cost. They haven't written their product description. They haven't got their images. Now imagine they've got to write 200 descriptions and get you the images, which will probably be rubbish, the wrong size, whatever. How much time is that going to get you to sort out? Why should you absorb that in your build cost? And if you absorb it in your build cost, I have to say to them, look, let's say I've got 2 people, both want a WooCommerce website, right? Let's say £2,000 each, right? They've got 10 products. They've got 100 products. 2,000 is the base rate, but you're going to have to pay more, right? And if they don't like it, they can go elsewhere. They can get someone else to do the product, because once you agree to it, like Dave said, they know they've got you now. They know that I bartered with you. Now I can get a bit more. Oh, you know what? Change this, change that. And because they've paid a deposit and they've got you now and you want the money, they start to like, do this, do that, do this, do that, which is painful. Hey, Charlie. Another school run done. Did you actually run? Bet you didn't run. Bet you just walked. Bet you swam there to school. So George is saying, people say to me, I can do what you do. People say to me, I can do what you do easy. Then they make a website and they come back saying, I made a site, but it's not. Oh man, George. So someone wanted setting up a website for tutors, school teachers, right? And I told them we're going to use the My Listing directory, Elementor, WordPress, set everything up. I gave him the price. He went ballistic at me on the phone. What? What are you talking about? I can do this easy. I can build this. He then sent me a link to his website. If you've got any children here, put your mute down. But it was the shittest website I've ever seen. It was like it was built in 1995. A really ugly green color, couple of images and text. It was, oh my God, it was like 1999 all over again. Like when the internet first came out, we said, oh, what's this? Oh my God, was it awful. And I was like, what's this? He goes, IONS, with the IONS page builder. I said, it's really bad. Yeah, but it took me an hour. I had to rush it. I'm like, why'd you rush it for? If you had an hour, didn't you have a whole weekend? But just because they thought it was easy, I was like, fine, you don't need me then. No, we need you. I go, no, but you've just said you can do it. Go away and do it. Here's our price. In the end, they ended up paying our price. I gave them a little bit of a discount, but here was our price. It's like, don't bend over for them. Because if they think it's easy, go and do it. It's a bit like, look, if your car breaks down and you go to a garage and the garage says it's going to cost £400, you ain't going to like it. You'll wish it was half price, right? But the garage says it's £400. You're not going to say to the garage, that's rubbish, I'll do it myself. Well, if you could do it yourself, why did you take the car to the garage? You should have fixed it then. Go get out your Lego set and your welding machine. Go do it yourself then. It's true, isn't it? It's true. People do this all the time. Like there was a lawyer company, again in the UK, they wanted their website changed. I told them the cost and they were like, what are you talking about? The partner he rung me up. What's this? This is despicable. We paid this amount. I went, where did you go? And they must have used a service off Fiverr. Nothing against Fiverr, but if you've paid X amount on Fiverr and what you've got was not good, I'm really sorry, but you want to have it made better, I will have to redo it. Look, if you have a house extension done and the house extension is falling over and you call another builder in, the builder won't repair what they've done wrong. The builder will be like, sorry, we've got to knock it down and start again. Why? Because no one wants to fudge someone else's work. You prefer to do your own work. So if it fails again, it was on you. If you fudge it to fix it and it fails, you'll go, well, was it my fix? Was it what they did? Was there something else? People just need to kind of stop thinking that web design and all of that is a cheap, easy thing. And what doesn't help is there's too many adverts on Facebook. Too many adverts. They're like this. Why are you paying £1,000 for a website when you can get it done for £100 or £65? And people get sucked into that. And quite frankly, if people want to go down that road, I kind of go, yeah, go on then. Why have you contacted me then if you know you can get a website for 65? What are you talking to me for? There's no disrespect, but you're wasting my time. I'm not going to lower my costs. Oh, but I don't know who I'm working with. I don't care. That's why it's £65. You're just going to get a template that you will regret getting. But go ahead. It's only 65 quid. What have you got to lose? Go for it. I don't care. I'm just going to put my feet up and watch Cobra Kai or Stranger Things or Squid Games. Red light, green light. You know, I'm just going to do that. I'll do what I want. How do I choose color scheme? I always have a problem deciding the colors. Okay. Did I not do a video on color schemes? Did I do a video on color? I think I did, didn't I? Did I do a video on color schemes? Did I do a video on color schemes? Because there is a really good website I do recommend you use. Did I do a video? I don't think I might not have done a video. Let me just find that website again. It might not be my favorites. All right, okay, it's not in my favorites. Arcane. Oh, Eric. Anyone who has not watched Arcane League of Legends cartoon on Netflix, it is the most amazing cartoon. Not just the story and acting, but the way it is drawn. Yeah, it's wicked. You got to watch it. Right. Do a search for color palettes, okay? And what you want to do is find websites whereby what you get is not only do you get the color palette, you get an image. So it might be an image of a forest, but what it shows you is the green and yellow colors, the hex code, but it also shows you that there's loads of green, a bit of gray, and a little bit of yellow. So you now know that if you like that color scheme, the bulk of it is green, but there's bits of yellow, the highlight colors, the pop color, the pop, right? Color palettes. Coolers, that's it. It's coolers. Let me get the link for it. Coolers is one of my favorite ones. And what I do is I go to the let me get it. I go here to the explore palettes. This bit I love. Yeah, coolers. And also I like this one as well. Let me get it for you. Image picker. No, I can't remember what it's called now. Colors. Is it colors palette? There's one where you have images. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'll be really annoyed if I can't find the link for it now. I used to have it on my favorites and I've cleaned up my favorites and I accidentally deleted it. But there's a website whereby it basically gives you the colors of images, but that's a good one to use. That's a really, really good one to use. Where is it? Where is it? Look, when I find it, I'll do a video on it or whatever, but Coolers is a good one. Coolers is good. I'm really determined to find that other website now, color palette. What was it called? What was it called? The web page. It's not iColor. It wasn't iColor. It's basically one where you get loads of images and you get the color next door to it. What was it called? What was it called? I feel like I'm going to cry now because I cannot find it. What is it called? I will find it. I will find it. Yeah, so basically, don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to tell people to do one. Don't be afraid to just say, sorry, I don't think we can work together. You know, because you just, you know, because the minute you get a feeling that this is not going to work, you have to step out. You have to step away from it, because once you get sucked into working with someone where the relationship could go sour very quickly, if they paid you a deposit, sometimes you feel obliged to work with them. Whereas now, sometimes I say to people, right, you've paid me a deposit. I've done your homepage. I've done your da 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 da. We're not going to continue now because we don't feel like the relationship is good to work with. And they don't like it, but we've been paid for our time and we're probably missing out on 50, 60% of the rest of the job, but we haven't started that work yet. So I cut my losses. I go, sorry, cut my losses. Uh, it might be color palette, but the trouble is with color palette, I can't remember what the address for it is. Because when you type color palette now, there's so many different ones, but it's not that one. It's really annoying. Images, images, images. I'm sure I'll find it. You type color palette now and you just get, oh, hold on. I think I found it. I think I found it. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. But it's a really good site because what it does is it gives you the images and it gives you the color next door to it. But because it gives you the image, it's really, really good because I think that's the key bit. You see, when you get the image for it as well, you can see then that maybe there's loads of orange and just bits of blue. And that's the key bit about it. How annoying. How annoying. Can't find it. The trouble is though, when you start searching on Google Images now, you just get loads of Pinterest. It is. It's Color Palettes Net. It is colorpalettes.net. It is that one. Yep. 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 Here we go. Yeah, it's this one. This is my favorite one. I better put it back into my favorites now. This is my favorite one, right? So look, just go over here, pick one of the colors at the top, right? Any colors. You can pick 2 colors as well, by the way. So it's in the top header. And then just scroll down. And the beauty of that, right? I mean, I'm going to pick yellow. I'm going to pick 2 colors. In fact, I'm going to go with yellow and I'm going to go with green, right? Click pick up, right? And then the images tell you now how much green, gray, pink, whatever. So if a client says to you, I want yellow and green, you can go, right. So what I do is when a client says they have a color in mind, like purple, I sometimes send them this page and they go, right, which color palette do you like? So when they then tell me, oh, I like that image, I now know that it's more yellow, little green, or more green, little yellow, or more gray, more orange, whatever, right? Yeah, it's a great site. I mean, it's what I did with one of my clients. I picked yellow and green, and there was an image on there that I actually really liked, but she luckily picked the exact same image, and we ran with that color scheme. And I now knew it was bulk, it was more of this, less of this, a bit of this, and a bit of that. Because they can visualize it, you see. And that is the best way of how you get your clients to decide on their color palette. Okay, because they'll say to you, yeah, I like red. And you go, what? Crimson red, dark red, light red, neon red? Yeah, just red. Okay. And what color do you want to complement it with? Oh, do what you want. So then you go with gray. They go, oh, I don't want gray. You told me go with that one. No, I don't want gray. Go with orange. You go, right. So is orange the pop color? Light orange? Neon orange? So if you can try and nail them down to an image, it helps you with your planning of the web page and the layout. Yep, you got me. Don't know if that was my cat knocking on the door then. Da, 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 da. Just checking some messages.
Confirmation, I will move to a different page and not to this page. So if I go confirmation, I will move to a
Yeah, so that web page is a good one to go for, color palettes. So got my stuff mapped out for tomorrow. Just checking messages now. I spend a lot of time checking messages, believe me. Which I don't mind, but it's if I don't, a backlog builds up. Do you mean overlapping like with the sections? Do you mean like parallax effect or just with like sections or columns or shapes a little bit as well? It's that whole 3D effect, isn't it? But yeah, like I said, just repeating what I said earlier, if you got Netflix and you saw Arcane, League of Legends, and like, oh, it's just a cartoon. It's more than just a cartoon. And episode 3, oh my god, just the memories of what happens in episode 3. I was just like jaw on the floor at the end of it, going, "What have I just seen? This is tragic." But episode 3, God, did it get you? Like, oh man. And I really hope they do a series 2. I really hope they do that. Like the Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance, I liked it. And I was so annoyed when they decided not to do a season 2 for that. But I hope they've got to do a season 2 for the Arcane League of Legends. Yeah, sections, column images, sections, overlap. If the design and the basis of the website warrants the overlap, then do it. Hero banners with the parallax effect are always good. Overlap, whatever, that's always good. Or middle of the page where you put a quote or something and you have it, again, really good. But I always say, as long as the page warrants it or the design, then do it. Otherwise, don't always do it just for the sake of it because you can do it. All right, always do it if the design warrants it. I don't play League of Legends. I've never played the game ever. I'm a Final Fantasy kind of guy. I play Uncharted, stuff like that. But I have to be honest, I have not had the time to ever really play League of Legends yet. But I still loved, I was tempted to go and play. I don't have much time to play anymore. My son plays computer games all the time. So Shivam has said, what if someone's already got a website and they want to change the design? Well, you base it on how long will it take you, right? Is it going to take you 1 hour, half a day, full day, 2 days, 3 days? How long is it going to take you? And then you price it. You price it up. So just because I start a website from scratch and you got to do WordPress settings, Elementor settings, plugin settings, header templates, all this stuff, right? Regardless, it's going to take me so long to do it. So if there is a website already built and it's going to take you 2 days, you charge them for 2 days, whether it's brand new or not, because either way, it's your time. Do you remember I talked about the lawyer? If you got a lawyer who charges £90 an hour, and you're with him for an hour, and you got another person who's with him for an hour, and he's doing more work here and little work here, he's still getting £90 an hour, right? Doesn't really matter. So you just got to work it up like that. Just got to work it out and work it up that way. George's right. If you have designer friends, yeah, that's a good idea as well. You know, they might be able to advise as well. But another good thing is, I always say to clients, tell me about websites that you like, competitor websites, so we can go and work out. So we can kind of work out what they do, what's their color scheme, and if you want to implement something different but with your brand color. Oh yeah, love. I haven't got around to watching that yet. So there's quite a few stuff I had to catch up on, like Cobra Kai. I first started watching that a week and a half ago. Never seen it before. Started it a week and a half ago. Just finished season 4 a couple of days ago. So I caught up with that. Hey, Woocommerce. Yeah. No, I started 1 hour 35 minutes ago. So I came back on about when did I come back on? Just before 3 o'clock, I came back on. One-page website, it depends. Is the one-page website probably going to take me a day? The content is ready. We got the logo. We know the brand color. We know what the content is. It's only 5 pages, maybe. Sorry, not 5 pages. One-page website. Sorry, let me do that. One-page website. We know the content. We know what's going. A day, 1 day, and I might price it at 920. 920, 1 day's work. If they don't want to do it, fine. You know, all what we can do is we'll say, okay, we will give them a half price deal, but all we'll do is install the settings, set the page up, do the header banner, do the footer, and then we'll put a section in there and go, right, now you go in and add your content. You do what you want. That's half a day. But it's all the optimization, all, you know, the auto optimize. We'll get all of that in and we'll give you it for 480 or whatever, like that. The reason why your page speed goes up and down, right, is usually due to your host, right? It's usually due to purging of the server, purging of the site. But 9 times out of 10, if it goes from 94 to 69, it's your host. And unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do about that. If this score ever goes that low, and it happens to me now and again, I quickly check my website. And if the website opens quick, I go, fine, I don't care. I move on. If like 2 or 3 days in a row, it keeps staying there and it never goes back up, then I might want to dig deeper. But usually it happens, you know? So don't worry too much about it. Don't worry too much about it. Because if you know it goes up to 94, you know what it can get to. Therefore, when it's down, it's just a bit of a glitch or a blip. Blip. It's like a car. You know how long it takes for you to hit 60 miles per hour. You probably tried it. There'll be the odd occasion where it doesn't go there. Might be the type of road, might be the weather, right? Might be how much gas you put down or electric, whatever. So some things are slightly uncontrollable, a variable, but you know you can get here because you have been here. And I bet if you opened like 10 windows and ran it 10 times in the next hour, the score's going to go like that. And then it might stick there at the top and then go like that, and then like that. So happens. It happens. What I always say is if you know it goes up to 94, just wait, purge your site, purge your server, regenerate your CSS. Sorry, regenerate your CSS first, purge your site, purge your server, and yeah, that's about it really. Just do that. Do I have a niche? Yeah, so our niche is consultants and coaching websites. But to be honest, niche is such a weird thing because you can apply what you do to really any niche and area, really. You know, website is a website. But it's mainly like consultants, you know, coaches, experts, lawyers, technical people, business people, analysts, stuff like that. And I will be doing a video on Friday, not a live chat, but I'll release a video on how to get clients. There is no guarantee that any of this will work for you, but it might help you to think a little bit differently, and you don't have to spend a penny. You don't have to spend anything. You don't buy adverts. You don't do promotions. You don't pay anyone to get you leads. You don't buy a lead generating software. You don't do none of that. Okay? You save your money for your takeaway, but you save your money, okay? I don't have a suggestion for affiliate plugins because I don't really use them, but I know that if you Google, I'm sure there's loads of recommendations. I think there's even one called affiliate plugin or something like that. But there'll be loads. There'll be loads you can like try out and find. I don't recommend any because I don't use them. But you will find some that are kind of going to work for you better than others. But I'm the worst person to ask. I'm the worst person to ask for that. Yep, I'll be recording it tomorrow, and then it will come out on Friday. And believe me, there'll be stuff I say that you're going to be like, nah, I don't agree with that. I don't do that. It's up to you. I'll be making loads of suggestions. I'll be telling you lots of stuff you can do on LinkedIn, right? So anyone here that's listening, if you have not got a LinkedIn account, go and create a LinkedIn account, but do not make a business one. It's got to be your personal one. And the reason I say that is because people prefer to know they're talking to a person, right? So make sure you got a personal LinkedIn account set up. 1066, how do you purge a server? So depending on your server, SiteGround, whoever you're with, you log into your host server, log into your host and find your website, and there should be an option to purge. If you don't know how to do it, contact your host and just say to him, hey, purge my site for me or tell me how to do it. It should be really, really easy to do. Exactly, George. Do you know what, George? That is actually one of the tips. Keep them happy. Well, it's about cut loose the ones that stress you out. Keep the ones that are good to you happy. And I'll talk about the incentives you can offer them as well. You know, you can offer them incentives. But that will be coming. In fact, I'll tell you when it will come out. It will come out on midnight on Friday. So right now it is 4 p.m. in the UK. So it will come out. No, 4:30. Say 5. So 7.5, 9. In about 20 hours. No, that's wrong. It's not 20 hours. What am I saying? 24. In about 31 hours. God, I got that wrong. In 31 hours' time, that video will come out, okay? So midnight GMT, British time, whatever is the time for you, 31 hours time, that video will be out, okay? And I'll be laying down some brutal truths about what people do now, what you could do better, and what you need to stop doing to help yourself out. I will be so brutal in it. I'll be talking about Fiverr. I'll be talking about Upwork. I'll be talking about LinkedIn. I'll be talking about lead generation software or adverts on Facebook and all of that. I'll be talking about all of them. And I will be here. Oh, if you're 2 hours ahead, it will be 2 a.m. for you then. So midnight for me will be 2 a.m. for you Friday. Yeah, it will be 2 a.m. for you. I had to think about that as well then. No, thanks. That means a lot, by the way, Jason. I like to pass on a lot of stuff, things I've learned, mistakes I've made as well. Because too many people on YouTube make it sound easy. Yeah, you do this, you get a client. You do that, you get this. Yeah. And they don't sometimes lay out the real hard truth. Too many people say, hey, you want jobs, just go to Fiverr. There's pros and cons to that. And also there's things you need to consider. How can you help yourself out better? I used to work I left now. I left the NHS 2 weeks ago in the UK. I was head of business intelligence in the UK. I was training analysts up and down the country for the last 20 years, managed a massive department, London, Leicester, Lincoln, all these places, Kent. I have to train and coach and mentor people, make them amazing analysts, hospitals, doctors, working with them all. So I know how much of a difference it can make when you have someone you can talk to, fire a question at, or just get an honest opinion and an honest answer. And sometimes what I say people don't like because I can be very to the point, very critical sometimes. But that's only because I'm being true. Look, when I used to be in the office, sometimes women or people would come up to me and say, hey, do I look good in this? And I would say, no, you look fat. Or I'd say, no, it doesn't suit you. No, I don't like that coat. It's like, what do they want me to say? If you come to me and say, do I look good in this? And you don't. If I say, actually, you look really good, but you don't, you're going to think you look good. You're going to go outside and everyone is going to look at you and go, oh, look what she's wearing. They're going to laugh at you. I'm telling you the truth. So you don't, laugh at you. How many times has that happened, right? You're in an office, you're somewhere, someone wears something and it does not suit them. And everyone's laughing behind their back. And that person comes in the room and goes, hey, how do I look? And everyone goes, oh, wow, you look amazing. Where did you get it from? I wish I could get that too. And then when that person's gone out of the room, they're all laughing. I don't like that. So if someone says to me, what do you think of my car? I go, yeah, it's all right. If someone's cooked something, I go, yeah, it's okay. If it's amazing, I'll say, this is brilliant. I love this. But if someone goes, how do I look? I go, yeah, you're all right. You're all right. Yeah. Honesty, right? You're better to be honest, right? And if people don't like it, don't ask me. I used to say to people, if you don't want the truth, do not ask me, right? Someone made a website once. They asked me and I said, do you really want the truth? They were like, yeah. I said, I don't like it. And they got really defensive. I said, I'm really sorry. Why did you ask me then? If you want to be told your website is beautiful, go and ask your family and your friends, because your family and your friends will always, always say it's beautiful because they don't want to criticize or hurt you. But sometimes we need the harsh, hard truth, because without the hard truth, where you are failing or not doing well, you will not improve. The minute you know you are failing or not living up to your potential or what you could do, you won't look to improve, right? If I keep telling you your hair looks good and your hair doesn't look good, you will never change your style. And that is the truth. Right. You can handle the truth. That's the truth of it. But it used to happen a lot. It got to a point where people would say, don't ask Imran. Don't ask Imran what they think of it, because they'll say something bad. And I'd be like, no, if I like what you're doing or what you're wearing or how you're behaving or what you're talking about, I will compliment you to the death. I will tell you how wonderful and amazing you are. But if it's shit, I'll tell you it's shit. Okay. Because the world isn't a nice place, right? Reality, yeah, kicks in. Yeah, you go for a job, you want to get a car, you want to get a house, you meet someone. The world is not always a nice place, right? And if you start thinking you're untouchable and you're perfect, you go and ask someone out and they turn you down. You don't get a job. You can't afford X, Y, Z. You start to really eat yourself up, because suddenly you now realize, what? I thought everything I did was good. But and that's why I'm really glad that some people have been brave enough to say to me, can I review their homepage? I do not have the answer to everything, and it's just my subjective view. But if I think there is something they can do to improve their homepage, they will. The Atarim is an amazing product for WordPress. I recommended improvements. He's gone and done them. He didn't have to listen to me, but he's done them because he trusted my opinion. And the key thing is that, the more you can build up trust, the more you can make people realize that you are good at what you do and you're not just saying it for the sake of it. I can be honest, even with people I did not like in the office, if they did something good, I would compliment them. No matter how much I hated them, I would compliment them. Just like vice versa, if my best friend did something wrong, I would tell them, I was like, you shouldn't have done that. Rather than, yeah, so what? You're my best friend. Hey, cuddles. No. Be truthful. Okay, we're coming up to 1:52. I'm going to stop this in 8 minutes. All right, because that will be a total of 4 hours and, 4 hours, 15 minutes. We will have been doing lives today. My God, that's more time than some bugs and insects live. I've done live chats more than the average maggot today. Gotta go. Take care, Eric. Oh, wow. Happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday. Enjoy the restaurant. Well done. I hope you, what is it? Indian, Italian, Mexican, McDonald's. Where are you going? What are you going for? Enjoy it. Okay, really enjoy it. Wow, happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday. Now you've made me hungry. Now I am hungry. I've got a call, you see, at 5 o'clock with someone. I'm hoping it's only a 10-minute call so I can crack on with some eating and actually relaxing. They do really wicked biryanis. If you have a lamb biryani, oh man, they do amazing ones. No, that doesn't matter. Sri Lankan, yeah. Lamb Lamb biryani. They do them in a pot. I think they do it in a pot. I think they call it a tali. I think it's like a pot, but whoa. If you're happy with hot, it is super hot. Hey, Shivam, happy birthday to you too. Happy birthday to you. And that's about as much as you're getting off me. Yes, take pictures. But yeah, if you're if you're not great with spicy food, let them know you want it medium, all right? Because they might put the hot peppers in. Usually they're not that bad. But make sure you make clear to them whether you like spicy or just medium, all right? Don't miss that out. But have a good one. Take care. And I don't know what the weather's like for you because I'm guessing you're in the UK based on your name. Very windy and rainy out there today in the UK. Like, I'm surprised you can't hear it, but out there it's really very blustery and windy. But that's why the dynamic microphone, that's why this is super good because it's picking up the sound from the mouth, but super good. Oh, yeah, spicy food. I love my lamb biryani. I love it. Not homemade, but from restaurants. I love it. Yeah, not, oh my God, Nottingham, you're going to get blown away, mate. You will get blown away and put a hat on because your hair is going to be all over the place. Whereabouts are you, Jason, again? Whereabouts are you? Are you in the UK? Whereabouts are you? We don't do affiliate. We don't do affiliate marketing website because we don't really use it. So I don't want to. We can find out. Take care, Eric. We can find out about it and advise you. We could say, right, here's 4 solutions. Here's the one we think you should go for. Newbury, West Berkshire. Yeah, very windy everywhere. But in the mastery and all of that, we have a membership website, so we'll advise you on what we do and how we did it, so you can either replicate or do something different. We talk about Woocommerce. We can cover off all sorts of stuff. Affiliate, we don't do, but we're happy to kind of experiment. And there might be other people in the group who go, yeah, we've got an idea as well. Never say never kind of thing, Because to be honest, before we started doing our membership website, we'd only done a few for other people. And then I really experimented and said, okay, what about this and what about that? And the way we've done it, our membership website, all of the plugins we use are free. We're not paying for any plugin. Whoop, right? We don't use LMS software because I find them limiting in what they do. So our website isn't a full-blown LMS, but it might as well be. You can pay for membership, you can sign up, you can access courses, you can access videos, PDFs, whatever. Only you can access them once you've paid or you're a member. For us, it's as good as an LMS. And when people that are already members are recommending to their friends and family, and they don't make anything out of it because the money's paying for our time and the way we set things up. But if they're already recommending their friends and family, that says a lot about it. But don't feel like you got to do it, right? Don't feel obliged to do anything because that's not how we operate. When you think Elementor and WordPress is not enough? Never. People were saying WordPress was on its last legs when Wix came out. Then Squarespace, all this stuff came out. Shopify, people are, it's the end of WordPress. Bye-bye. WordPress is still over 40% of the market, right? The others are never going to catch up to it, okay? Elementor just goes from strength to strength to strength. They're always improving, okay? They might hit a point where it can only go so far. But then you could say that about Divi, Oxygen, Webflow, everything. Wix, all of them. There will come a limit. But right now, it's fine. Right? So I don't think Elementor and WordPress is not enough. Okay, I'll tell you when it's not enough. when you want to do something so bespoke that it's hardcore JavaScripting website, then you probably don't want Elementor. You want someone to create a hard-coded website. You want Skynet, right? Well, yeah, that is what you would do for a special super duper killer website. And that's when it might not matter. Can you make a website like Amazon? So you'd have to use a plugin like Docan, which is quite expensive, but Docan for a multi-vendor website. So it would be similar, but you got to remember, people have said to me, I want a website like Amazon. I want a website like this. And I say to them, how much do you think Amazon spent on their website? We're talking hundreds of thousands of pounds. So if you've got hundreds of thousands of pounds, you could use Elementor, you could use WordPress. You'd have to make sure you got super duper cloud backup, all of that, some JavaScripting, and you could make it work. So it's always about being realistic. But with Docan, you could have a multi-vendor website, which is similar to Amazon. Because Amazon, what is it really? It's just a way for people to advertise their products, sell them. Nice menus on the left, right-hand side, categories along the top. You know, I mean, forget the products. If you take the products out of Elementor of Amazon, what is it really? You know, logo categories and whatever at the top, menu down the side, like loads of pages. Like we're talking, you know, forget the categories. You got pages for gift cards, you know, membership, blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on and on, doesn't it? Before you even got to a category. So you could make a simpler version, multi-vendor, with Docan. That's what I would say you do. You know, your WooCommerce, your Elementor, your WordPress, because obviously WordPress, and Docan plugin. Dokan. But that's the trouble, you see. That's the trouble. And so this is one of the things where there isn't a massive market for these multi-vendors. There are some other ones, though. They're not just WCFM and Docan. There are a few more. I just can't remember what they are. But there are a few more. Ran, hey, Ran. I'm about to shoot. I'm about to stop. I'm actually stopping in 40 seconds. So you've come on just as I'm about to sign off. I've been live now for 2 hours. 2 hours and 1 minute. And I'm about to sign off because I need to just refresh myself. And I've got a phone call with someone, client something, 5 o'clock. Well, 10 minutes time for me. And I kind of need to just wind down now. Hope you're okay, though. George. Amazon, I think, could be simplified, but I think it is possible with the right plugin. No probs, Jason. Take care. Take care, Shivam. Take care, George. Take care, Ran. I'll see you probably tomorrow. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Take care, George. Thanks for being here for both sessions, by the way. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you got good progress. Hope you all did really good work. By the way, if you have been sitting at your desk like me for the last 2 hours, get up, go for a walk, stretch your arms and legs, all right? Hey, Charlie, you've been there all this time. Probably eating pasta, I bet, and drinking tea. All right, take care, everyone. I'm signing off now, all right? Love having you all the time. It's great to just work and talk and share ideas. Take it easy.